My name is Jennifer Tran. I run a creative label called Papetal. I have a lot of different hobbies. I started off making paper flowers, ran it like a business for a couple of years, and then got a bit bored of it, so I moved into pasta making during the lockdown because my friend started making some pasta and colorful pasta, so I got a bit interested in it. So I made some pattern designs for my pasta, so they kind of looked a bit like fabric. And then all of a sudden I became gluten intolerant, so I couldn't eat pasta anymore. So for a couple of months I was trying out different hobbies, and just because of my interest in textile that got developed during the time that I made pasta, I started looking into, say, weaving. And then weaving got me into knitting, and then knitting got me into crochet, and so that's where I ended up here. I love making crochet. I think this hobby is here to stay because the feeling that I get from making crochet is fantastic. It's just so therapeutic. I felt like, after a hard day at work, I come home, I start making crochet, and crochet would be the only thing I would be thinking about, just completely disconnect from the world and just focus on the crochet. So it's just very therapeutic. And on top of that, I get to work with a lot of different colors, and this is when I really appreciate Morris & Son for all the beautiful colors that you offer in your Avalon range. I've got every single color that you have because I love working with colors. It makes me happy, and it allows me to make a variety of different patterns and illustrations that I've been doing. I think the word crochet means joy to me, because whenever I crochet, I feel very happy. I think part of it is being able to play with so many different colors, to disconnect from the world and just focus on what I'm making at the moment. And so yeah, joy is the one word that I would describe crochet. I get inspiration from a lot of people, from a lot of artists. So during the time that I made flowers, I got to be connected with a lot of people in the industry. I got a lot of friends who are graphic designers, photographers, artists, painters, sculptors, and being able to immerse myself in a creative world and being able to learn a little bit from each person is really hard to pinpoint who, because having the opportunity to meet with so many people and learn from them each time, I felt like my work is influenced by a lot of creative artists. This is interesting. So my first project was actually knitting. So I wanted to knit my mother a pair of slippers because she lives in a house with tiles floor, and so it's very cold. So I wanted to make her a pair of purple slippers, and I came to the store and I found the most beautiful color, purple. I think it's this one right here. This purple, and so this is her favorite color. So I started knitting her a pair of slippers, and a part of the project was that you have to make the crochet edging. And I used to be so afraid of crochet. I saw my grandmother and my auntie did it, and I never understood how they could do it. It looked just so complicated. And then I thought, well, I'm making something for my mom. The project asked for crochet edge. I should just try it. And so I had a go. And it turned out it was just so simple. You just yarn over. And then you got the crochet edge. And so that simple crochet border from the pair of slippers got me into the entire whole new hobby of crocheting. When I wanted to look for yarn for the first time making a pair of slippers for my mom, I wanted to look for the best grade cotton yarn. And so I was just Googling where to find yarn. And so I found Morris & Son, and it's because I live nearby, so I felt, well, just drop by to have a visit. And so I came into the store and I was so astonished by all the colors that you have. And so yeah, I got hooked ever since. I think it was the colors. I love the high quality cotton yarn that you guys have, along with a range of colors. So I have, I think I have a cabinet full of yarn from Morris & Son. Every single color in your Avalon range, from the 4-ply, 8-ply and the 10-plies. I use the 10-ply and the 8-ply yarn for knitting to make, say, a background like this. So this is from your 8-ply yarn, cotton. And I use 10-ply as well sometimes when I want to make something a bit thicker. And I use the 4-ply Avalon cotton yarn for, say, a smaller design, like a little cat here. That's 4-ply, and that's 4-ply. Pink. Don't even have to think about it. So I ever since, even from my Flowers Day to pasta to crochet, I think I just have to use pink in everything. So I just love pink. It's a little embarrassing, but I don't know a lot about crochet. I know very simple ones. I don't even actually know all the names. And that's the magic of crochet, because you don't have to know so much about it to be able to make something enjoyable. I know about 2 stitches and I'm able to make a variety of different things, like so many different shapes. So yeah, and I think that's what I appreciate about crochet. To start working in a project, I think for my work in particular, I would have a shape in mind. Sometimes I draw it out on a piece of paper and then I just kind of, make up as I go. A lot of the time it ends up being completely different from what I drew out, but I think that's part of the fun with crochet. I don't really follow a pattern. I tried to make a coaster once, and I did follow a code on how to make a granny square, and that worked out well, but I found I have more freedom from just doing whatever I feel like at the moment, based on using the simple skills that I have.
The perfect place that I like to create is in my living room, sitting on my couch, watching Netflix, having a cup of coffee and crochet. That would be my perfect day. What I would love to see at Morris & Son would be more workshops, because I already have lots of friends asking about where they can go to learn how to knit, for instance, or to crochet. I felt like it would be a great opportunity for people to go into the store, get to experience how, being surrounded by beautiful yarn and people having the same hobbies and being able to learn something new. And I think that would be great to see. Yes, so in regards to the project, everything that I've been making, is kind of, do you guys know about the cut up paper dolls? Have you ever played with them when you were a kid? So I used to have, booklets of little paper doll, and you can take them out from the page and then put different clothes on them. I like that idea. And on top of that, I like patterns and I like colors and I like textile. So my idea was to make like a plain canvas from knitting, and then make little kind of interior pieces so that I can put together and make, say, a scene from the living room, for instance. So I made a blank canvas, and then I made, say, a cabinet, and then a little chair, and of course you got to add a cat, and I made a little cat, and I've got little artworks. There can't be my place without artworks, and so you got a little. So the idea is, making little things that I could actually add another cat. Right. Anyway, making little objects there that I could actually put onto a blank canvas. And this is what I felt like today. Tomorrow I might feel differently. Maybe I change it to, I have just a cabinet here, and of course a cat. And then I've got my potted plants, for instance. And so I love the idea of being able to make something different each day, and just to be creative with it, being spontaneous, playing with the existing material and putting them into different arrangements. So So that's the current project. I made something fun in the weekend. I'd like to show you, and this is this little piece here. Can you guys see it? So this is for memory. So this is my memory of an old kitchen. So when I first came to Australia, I was in a kind of an old house. We got a very old kitchen with the old tiles. Now you have glass splashbacks. I don't think you guys have a little tiles in the back anymore. So anyway, it was a very old house and it got an old kitchen, and so I made this based on the memory of that apartment. So it's just like a still life from the kitchen in my memory. So I made this recently. I thought I'd show it. It took me about a week to make the background, but I already had this before I put everything together. But it took me about a day to make all the little pieces and I put together. I feel like a kid playing games with this. And so I sent some of these to my friend in Vietnam who has a little girl, and the idea is she will be able to do the same thing with her little girl, and she's very excited about it. Yeah. Because I've told my friends about Morris & Son, told my mom about Morris & Son. I love coming here personally. If you ask the staff, they remember my face because I come here too often. So, I would encourage people to come to Morris & Son and talk to people if they have any idea about making a project, because the staff here are very knowledgeable. When I came here, I didn't even know how to put the interchangeable needles. I didn't even know how to put them together, and so I came to the store and I thought, this is what I want. This is what online asked me to do, and so the lady just put them together for me. So it's great to come to the Morris & Son store if you have any question, and you have any question about yarn, like I said, what yarn is best for what project. So I think, yeah. And of course you get to experience beautiful colors, and if you like me and you love colors, this is heaven. People can find me on social media under Papetal, Papetal. My name is Jennifer Tran. I hope you enjoy all the colorful stuff that I've been making. Thank you.